Alright, it's a pretty brutally cold morning. I'm here at the Vulcan Peak Trailhead, and there's nobody else here, of course. It's been windy all throughout the night. My car camped only a few miles down, and it's all coming from the ocean primarily. In fact, out on the horizon you can see it over there. There's nothing to stop the wind, that's for sure. I'm going to be heading up over this way, kind of all exposed from the 2017 Chetco bar fire. And eventually I'm going to hit a trail called the Navy Monument Trail, and it'll take me to the site of an airplane wreck. Unfortunately, the only way down the closest access is from here, and we're talking maybe at most a 3,000 foot descent down all the way to the river from this spot here, which is really going to suck. I'm hoping the wreck is not clear down to the edge of the river, but that's I guess at the extreme. It sounds like there's really no little information on it, so I don't quite know where entirely the wreck is. Alright, I haven't been videotaping much. The line of trees there, the boundary between the forest and the burn, that's where I parked. And I just kind of followed kind of a up and down trail here below Vulcan Peak, which is right there. Nice view west. Again, you can see the ocean out there. Very windy here at the intersection. This way goes to Chetco Lake and Chetco Peak area. I'd like to go that way down the road, but this is the start of the trail that I take that goes way down. Down the ridge there, and the Navy Monument is deep along the South Fork of the Chetco River. So far I'm able to follow the trail, but as you can see it's very much unmaintained. It sounded like a mountaineering club did some maintenance on this about 4 years ago during the Chetco bar fire, but it's clearly obvious nobody really takes this trail. In fact, I may be the first person for the year to go on it. I have not seen any signs of footprints. I am going through a section where the Chetco bar fire just kind of went through the low brush. I missed the canopies of the trees, so that's nice. But you could see where the Siskiyou Mountain Club had done some maintenance. And I'm still following the old road. Okay, I came from that direction there. And you could still hear the wind in the trees, but I'm below the ridgeline across from the Chetco River. And the wind just noticeably stopped, because I think the ridge is now higher than where I am. I can't tell, well, I guess this area did get some burn. Anyway, I reached along this madrone tree sign here for the Navy Monument Trail, which is right through there. You almost can't even see it. And then this trail's even in worse condition. This one goes to the old Cottonwood Camp, which is not too far away, but there's just absolutely no sign of the trail whatsoever. And little tracks there. Still early May, we got some nice rhododendrons. They seem to be the main bush around this area. Let's see, I found, looks like this is probably part of an airplane wreckage. A couple little switches here. There was an online website that stated that the plane hit trees at about 2,000 feet. And let's see, according to my GPS, gosh, focus. Yeah, I'm 2,400 feet. Huh. So, well, it could have been that somebody carried it up here too. Now we'll start being on the lookout here. Out into a little bit of an open area. Just behind me, it was really, the trail was really getting lost with all the brush and felled trees. I don't know what bird that is making that call. Yeah, I'm still able to follow it, but man, it is really starting to fade here. So it looks like I'm now getting out of the burn primarily. The old road here is opening up, and the temperature has gotten a little bit cooler. I could feel a slight breeze, and it's definitely coming from the river, which is still a fair distance down. We are coming to the wreck. In fact, that's it right there. You can see the plane. It's really blended in, and the monument is right there in the trees. Well, that's one of the wings. Pretty much all 8 on board perished, and they were buried right here. This is their grave. Looks like the oldest person is Lawrence Cordis. He would have been almost 30 years old. The youngest guys were, shoot, that guy wasn't even 20 yet. What that is. Somebody left their camping bag. It does appear that there's been a few signatures left along the wing here. They're not really that old. Earl Sylvester, Sally Sylvester, March 19th, 1998. And this guy's put his signature 4 times. Most recent one was not even 5 years ago. This is a pretty somber sight. It is Mother's Day weekend, of course. And these are just 8 lives lost. I'm sure not even the mothers of these guys have even been here. This is so remote. But yeah, they're just buried right below this epitaph. It's a really cool spot to get to, but it's also it's easy to get here, but getting back to the car is going to be quite tedious. Alright, so on the other side there's scraps of metal from the wreck. There's a large piece over there, and there's just scattered debris right above the river. There's even an old can here. Yeah, there's scraps of metal all the way right to the edge of the river. It's pretty down in here. I'm really glad I made it here. It's been on my to-do list for a few years now. So, now we're done with the easy part, so now we begin the long 3,000 foot climb back up, and hopefully I'll get there before sunset. And a little breather going back up. I've already climbed maybe about 1,300 feet up. Taking a break and cooling off. Not too bad, there's like a mosquito here and there, but super tiny ladybug landed on my GPS. It's about half the size of a normal ladybug. I'm at about 2,700 feet, so another 1,000 feet to go before I hit the top. I'm back at the trail junction at 3,800 feet. Feels so good to be back up here. Can't say I've ever done anything like that before. Go on a trail and then descend 3,000 feet. Oh, well, there's still a while before sunset. I think I'll take the trail headed back towards the car, but then I'm gonna spurt off and then take the trail, which you can see there, up the whitish colored Vulcan Peak. Got an outcropping here of asbestos. Seems to be a hot spot, and you can tell when the sun hits it just right. It's very shiny. Just a lot of veins. Well, these pieces have asbestos. I just don't have it turned the right way. I came from the ridge way over there. I kind of bushwhacked relatively easily up to the Vulcan Peak trail. Almost at the top. I'm actually getting some snow. This is the top of Vulcan Peak. Nice 360 view. See the trail I came up with the snow. Right there used to be a fire lookout. See over to Chetco Peak. Nice view of Preston Peak. And you can see over to Grayback Mountain. Oh shoot, you can even see Wagner Butte right there, way in the distance. That's the one that overlooks Medford. The sun's kind of facing in the direction of the Pacific, so it's kind of blends in with the horizon. Looks like it's out towards Point St. George. And then nice view of Collier Butte. I've been seeing a ton of lizards up here. They've all been running away, but this one was shy enough for me to video. I don't know why I'm shaking so much. Alright, that ends a long day on the mountain.